Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Strength and Balance here on Zoom with me, Hannah. Today for this class, you will need a little bit of equipment. So I use a set of dumbbells. These are a 3-pound set. You could use a 2, 3, or 5. Any of those would be fine. If you don't have a set of dumbbells, you could use a pair of soup cans or 2 full water bottles, anything that's going to give you that little extra resistance. There's no floor work today. Everything will be standing or, nothing is seated. Everything will be standing. And the only other thing you'll need is maybe some water if you want to sip on water during the workout, and then a chair, something to provide support when we're balancing, when we're doing the single leg movement. So either a chair, position yourself close to the table. I always just use this wall that's right next to the camera, and I kind of lean myself up against that. Kitchen counter, kitchen table, back of the sofa, a sturdy chair, anything like that would work really well. All right, we're going to get started by talking about some of our fall prevention topics. This week, we're talking about hydration. And how that relates to preventing falls. So as we age, we can quickly become dehydrated without adequate fluid intake. The risk of dehydration actually increases as we age, and it can happen very quickly. So it's super important to keep yourself well hydrated. Dehydration obviously isn't good for you, but how does that affect your risk of falling? If you're dehydrated, you can become confused, and it can reduce your ability to think clearly. If you're not thinking clearly, if you're confused, then you're not going to be as aware of your surroundings. So that fall, that tripping, stumbling risk is going to be higher. And then physically, dehydration can make you feel dizzy or kind of lightheaded, and that can make you unsteady on your feet, which is obviously a higher risk of falls there. So the recommendation is to drink 6 to 8 cups of non-caffeinated fluids per day, unless you have medical advice suggesting otherwise from a doctor or other healthcare provider. So 6 to 8 cups of non-caffeinated fluid. So unfortunately, your coffee and your tea does not count. Additionally, alcohol does not count. We don't need to be counting that in our hydration goals. Actually, drinks with alcohol or caffeine work like a water pill, and they increase the amount of urine that your body produces, and you'll need to empty your bladder more often. So kind of doing the opposite of what we want. And now, as well as preventing dehydration, drinking enough water helps flush bacteria from your body, could possibly then reduce your risk of infections. And infections can cause confusion, weakness, unsteadiness, all those things which can increase your risk of falls. Some things that people can be concerned about when drinking a lot is that you have to go to the bathroom more. And the biggest risk for that is overnight, if you're up and down the stairs to the bathroom, or walking around in the half darkness. That's a big fall risk right there. So maybe limiting your fluid intake after supper. I'm trying to do this at the moment because I feel like I never sleep through the night because I always have to get up to use the bathroom. But I also really enjoy having a massive cup of tea right before bed. So it's kind of, I don't know, hard to marry the two things that are having the opposite effect. All right, on Friday, we will talk a little more about how we can increase fluid intake, because I feel like trying to drink more water is so often a goal. So we will kind of brainstorm some ideas, discuss some ideas how to increase our hydration, our fluid intake. All right, thanks for listening. Let's continue with the exercise program. So we're going to come up to our feet and we will warm up. My tripod is very not straight today. All right, so let's stand up nice and tall. And we're going to start by marching our feet. Standing tall, moving those arms forwards and backwards, and marching on the spot. We're looking up and ahead. A nice, tall, and confident march. Great. Let's take those shoulders up towards our ears and relax them slowly down. And again, pull the shoulders up and down. And once more, up and down. Now one at a time, we're going to roll those shoulders backwards. Let's keep moving our feet. Good. One at a time. Circling backwards, nice and slowly. And let's go forwards. Roll those shoulders forwards. One at a time. Good. Standing tall here. Very good. Let's bring those arms out to the side and make some little circles. And reverse. So back in the other direction. And let's reach those arms forwards one at a time like we're swimming. A nice easy front crawl here. And let's go backwards. Good, couple more. Great, let's take one foot and we're going to swing this leg forwards and backwards. I've got a hand on the wall to steady myself. Not too fast. Forwards and backwards, nice and easy. And let's switch to the other side. Swinging that leg forwards and backwards. Good, nice deep breaths here. And let's try the other, go back to that first foot. Let's take that leg out to the side, cross over in front of your body. Nice and slowly. Good. Good, and the other way, out to the side and in front of your body. Great. Take that first foot, tap your toe and your heel. Point that toe, tap that heel. Toe, heel, toe, heel. Let's move our arms at the same time. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And the other foot, tap your toe and your heel. Toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Good. Let's take our feet about hip width apart here. We'll circle our hips. Nice and slowly. Back in the other direction. And then to finish, let's tap our toes. Both at the same time. Pick up those fingers, wiggle our fingers, and let's tap our fingers to thumb. Good, and let's circle our wrists. Back in the other direction. Good. All right, let's begin. We're going to start with one weight and we're going to do a squat to begin with. So we're going to hold that weight here at our chest, just nice and easy, relaxed. And let's walk our feet out so a little wider than hip width apart, almost wider than shoulder width here. So turn those toes out slightly and we're going to do a wide squat. So we'll inhale, slowly down. Exhale to stand up. Nice and slow on that way down. Exhale up. Good. Slowly down. And exhale. And one more. Great. Pick up the second weight. I want you to hold these weights here at your shoulders. So resting on your shoulders. I'm just turning to the side so you can see how I'm standing a little bit better. So we want our feet to be hip width apart and we want soft knees. We're going to do a hip hinge. So we're going to stick that bum out behind us, lower that back, nice flat back. Exhale and squeeze your bum. Inhale, slowly forwards. Exhale, stand up and squeeze. Inhale, deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly down. And up. Good. Sticking that bum out behind you. Let's do one more. Deep breath in and out. Great. Pop the weights down. We're going to do a lunge. I want you to have your hands on some kind of support. So the back of the chair, the table, whatever it is you're using for balance support, you'll want to use that now. I'm going to have my hands on the wall in front of me. And let's step our right foot forward, left foot is back slightly, just like this. We're going to lift our left heel. So the back foot, the heel of the back foot. I'm going to lift that heel. And as I do so, you can see this knee is bending and coming towards the floor. So we're going to, as we do that, that front knee bends, we sink towards the floor a little bit. We push ourselves up. So we're doing a lunge. We're inhaling as we lower. Exhale as we push ourselves up. Good, nice and slowly. Just bending your knees as much as that feels comfortable. We'll do two more here. That's one. And two. Good. Let's switch to the other side. So step that one foot forward. Let's lift this back heel. Slowly to the floor. And back up. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Keeping that chest nice and tall. Great. And one more. Lowering down and standing up. Perfect. Back to the beginning here. Let's grab that one weight and we'll do that wide squat again. So holding the weight at your chest, we'll inhale, lower towards the floor. Exhale and squeeze your bum on the way back up. Slowly down and up. Inhale and exhale. Slowly down, push back up. Keep that chest nice and tall and moving in a nice controlled way. Last one. Good, let's grab that other weight. Take those weights up onto shoulders. We're going to turn to the side. Standing tall, soft knees. Let's hinge at the hip. Stick that bum out. Exhale, squeeze your bum as you stand up. Inhale. And exhale. Nice deep breath in. And out. Think about keeping this nice flat back. Slowly on the way down. Exhale, squeeze as you stand up. Good. And let's do one more. Perfect. Pop the weights down. And we're going to repeat that lunge. So close to your chair or whatever you're using for support. I'm going to have my hands on the wall in front of me. Left foot back, right foot forwards. Let's lift that left heel up off the ground. Bend that knee towards the floor. And that front knee bends too. Standing nice and tall. Inhale on the way down. Exhale as we stand. And one more. Let's switch our feet around. And same thing again. Lower that back heel. Good. Standing up tall. Good, nice deep breath out as you stand. And the last one. Perfect. Let's have a drink if you want to. And let's pick up our weights again. And we'll work on some upper body work now. We're going to do a bicep curl followed by an overhead press. So kind of a combination of two movements here. We want to be standing with our chest tall. We're looking up and ahead, and our shoulders are relaxed. You can pull that belly button in towards your spine here to engage your core muscles. We're going to curl that hand up in a bicep curl and then push it up overhead, arms straight up overhead. Lower that weight down and relax. On the other hand, curl up, press above your head, slowly lower down. Curl, press, slowly as we lower. Curl, press, nice and slow on that way down. We'll do a couple more while we do one arm at a time. Press, down, we go here. Curl and press, nice and slow on the way down. Curl and press, good. After this one, we're going to switch to both arms at the same time. Great, here we go. For 4, curl and press. That's 1. Nice and slow as you lower. Curl and press. That's 2. Slowly lower down. Curl and press. Slowly down again. And last one. Curl and press up overhead. Slowly down with those arms. Great. Let's put one weight down. And now we're going to isolate that tricep muscle. So a muscle at the back of your arms. So standing with that weight straight up overhead, we're holding it in 2 hands, just one weight. Bend at the elbows to slowly lower that weight behind your head. And then we'll lift it up, straight back up into that overhead position. So inhale as we lower that weight down slowly. Exhale to the ceiling. Inhale. Good. Take that deep breath in and lift. In, slowly down, and lift those hands up. Good. Lowering as slowly as we can and lifting straight up to the ceiling. And again. And one more. Perfect. Let's lower that weight nice and slowly. Pick up that second weight now. We're going to do some front raises and some side raises. So starting with those weights, one in each hand, palms are facing your body. We're going to lift up and forwards, and the other one, forwards. Take those hands out to the side and lift to the side, and the other side. Hands forwards, 1, 2, hands to the side, 1, 2, hands forwards, 1, 2, hands to the sides, 1, 2, hands forwards, 1, 2, hands to the sides, 1, and 2, and then last one, let's see if we do both arms at the same time. Forwards, out to the sides, and lift. Good. Let's repeat those 3. So keep both weights in your hand, ready for that bicep curl with the overhead press. So palms facing out at me. Let's take a second for our posture. So our shoulders are relaxed. Pull that belly button in through, pull that belly button in towards your spine. That's what I was trying to say. Let's curl up one hand and press up overhead. Good. And the other. Curl and press. And down. Curl. And press. Good. Curl. And press. Great. Curl. Press up overhead. Good. Curl. And press. Great. Curl. Press and lower down slowly. Curl and press. Great. Both at the same time. For 4. Up overhead. Slowly on that way down. Curl up. push up overhead. That's 2. Slowly down. And again, up. That's 3. And last one. Go up. And relax. Great, that's 4. Pop the one weight down and let's go for that tricep extension. So hands up overhead. We're going to bend at the elbow, lower that weight behind your back. Up to the ceiling. Inhale, slowly lower down. And up. Inhale, slowly. Exhale. Inhale. Nice and slow on that way down. And again. And 2 more. Is 1. And 2. Good. And let's relax those arms. Last one, that front raise and that side raise again. So 1 arm at a time to start with. Lift that weight forwards. And the other arm out to the sides now. 1 and 2. Let's go forwards. 1, 2, out to the side. Forwards. Oh, sorry. 1 and 2. And again, forwards. 1, 2, to the side. 1, 2. Forwards. 1, 2, to the sides. 1 and 2. And now both hands come forwards and we'll do both at the same time. 1 and again. 2. Arms out to the side. 1 and 2. Good. Very good. You can pop the weights down and we can grab a drink here if you want to, and we'll keep going. So oops, my head was cut off. So holding that one weight here at your chest, we're going to do some abdominal work here. So let's think about our posture. Feet flat on the floor, toes facing forwards, feet really stuck into the ground, and nice soft knees. So pushing our weight into the floor. Pull that belly button in towards your spine so the core muscles are engaged here. We're holding one weight near your belly button. We're going to pass that dumbbell behind you and to the front, behind to the front. So we really want to keep our core area nice and steady. So we're not moving too much through the middle of your body. We're just moving those weights and keeping nice and still here. Let's go back in the other direction. Good, nice deep breaths. And again, here's the last one. Perfect. We're going to keep holding this weight a little bit higher, so kind of at your chest. Standing nice and tall, we're going to lift one knee and then the other. 1 and 2. Pulling that knee up high as you can. Keeping relaxed with this weight here. Letting that foot come down slowly to the floor. It's tricky for balance too. If you need to have a hand on the chair to steady yourself, then go ahead. Good, nice and slow. And once more each side. 1 and 2. Good. Back to that dumbbell press. So let's pass that weight behind your back and back to front. Good. Nice deep breaths. And again, back in the other direction. Good. Keeping still and strong through that core area. 1 more. Perfect. Hold that weight at your chest and we'll go right into those knee raises. 1 and 2. Good. 1, 2. Pulling those knees up nice and high. Good. And slowly to the floor. Good. Deep breaths. One more each side. Sorry, two more each side. Now it's one more. Good, excellent. And we can pop the weights down. The strength part of our class is finished. You can have a drink and then we'll go straight into some balance work. So let's stand with our feet really nice and close together. We're going to practice holding ourselves in this narrow foot position. So feet are relaxed onto the floor. Knees are soft. Standing up tall. Excuse me. Let's take one arm to the ceiling. Followed by the other. Arms out to the sides. One forwards and one backwards. Switch them around. So the other one is forwards, the other one is backwards. So let's bring those arms both up to the ceiling and I want you to wave them side to side. Good. Standing tall, looking up and ahead. Good. Waving those arms. Side to side. Great. Relax those arms down. Very good. We're going to step 1 foot forward. Let's start by taking the weight onto our left leg. So a little bend of your left knee. Let's tap that right foot forward. I'm just going to stand to the side so you can see what my feet are doing. So we'll tap that right foot forward so that heel is touching the floor here. And standing nice and tall now, we're going to take that right heel up off the floor. Just a tiny bit, just a couple of inches. So we're standing tall here, relaxing that foot that's on the floor into the floor so it's really holding your weight, making sure you have support furniture within arm's reach. You can see me grabbing for the wall here. Let's take that, so it's my right leg that's forward. Let's take that right leg out, sorry, right arm out in front of you. And let's hold here for a few moments. Keep holding on to whatever it is you need to hold on to with your left hand. Let's keep that right arm up. And now if you can, take that left arm up too, so we're not holding on to anything. And let's just hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And we'll try the other side. So the weight onto your right leg. Yeah, the weight onto your right leg now. Little bend of that knee. We'll tap the left foot forward, so heel is touching the floor. And we're standing tall. And let's lift that left foot up. Left arm comes forwards. We'll hold here for a few moments, holding on to that balance support as much as you need to. And then when you're ready, let's take that right arm up too. Hold here, breathe deeply. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax, hands and feet down. Excellent. We'll do a little bit more on one foot. I'm going to stand to the side. You can stand whichever way you want to face the camera, but I want you to see the position of my leg when I pick it up. So my left foot is going to take the weight to start with. So a little bend of my left knee, and slowly let's bring that right foot up behind you. So you can see my lower leg is kind of parallel with the floor. My foot is right out behind me. And that right ankle, I'm going to do little circles. Standing tall. Holding on to whatever I need to hold on to. Taking deep breaths, trying to hold that balance and circling that foot in both directions. Good. Relax to the floor. Let's switch to the other side. So standing up with the weight on your right leg. And let's lift that left foot behind. You can see my lower leg parallel with the floor. And let's circle this ankle. And back in the other direction. Good, standing tall and relax that foot to the floor. Excellent. This time we're going to raise one arm and one leg to the ceiling, kind of at the same time. So I'm going to have my hand close to the wall again. I'm going to take the weight to my right foot to start with, and my left hand and my left foot are going to come to the ceiling or raise towards the ceiling, and then slowly lower back down. So you can bring this, this left foot just needs to come up off the floor. Raise that knee as high as you feel comfortable, but I want that left arm to really reach right up to the ceiling, as much as your shoulder will allow and as much as that shoulder lets you feel comfortable. Let's reach for the ceiling and then slowly place that foot to the floor and relax the arm. So here we go, reaching up nice and slowly, and same thing, slowly downwards. Good. Reach and relax down, and again reaching up, relaxing down, reaching up, relaxing down. Good. And again up, whoops, relaxing down. One more and down. Great. Let's switch to the other side. So weight onto that left leg now, and let's reach the right. Remember that knee doesn't have to come super high. Your foot just needs to come off the floor. Holding on to the chair as much as you need to. And once more. Good. All right, excellent. We'll do one more here where we'll move around a little more. So we're going to do our tightrope walk, where we take heel to toe, steps, forwards and backwards. So let's start by standing nice and tall. We're looking up and ahead. So trying not to look at your feet as we move forwards and backwards. Now I'm only taking a couple of steps because I want to stay within the camera here, but you can take as many steps as your space allows you to. Whoops. Trying not to completely lose your balance like that, but staying, oh wow, staying nice and upright. Trying to keep those feet relaxed. My feet are not very relaxed. There we go. Let's do that forwards and backwards one more time. Good, let's bring those arms out to the sides now. And as we go forwards and backwards, we're going to lift and lower those hands. So aeroplane those arms. Arms are outstretched. Good. Good, lifting and lowering nice and slowly. Once more forwards and backwards. I'm all over the place. All right, very good. Let's stretch together now to finish here. We'll take one arm across our body and hold it here, stretching through your shoulder. Nice deep breaths. Good, and relax, and the other way. Good, let's take one arm to the ceiling. We're going to bend that hand behind your back, and then we can use this other hand to kind of increase the stretch here a little bit. Take some deep breaths. And slowly relax. And the other way. Reach an arm up, bend at the elbow. Good, we'll push back on this arm just a little. Relax down nice and slowly. Perfect. Let's have a seat. So sitting at the front of your chair, let's take one leg. You don't have to turn to the side. I just want to do this so you can see my feet. You can face forward. Take one leg, stretch it out so your heels touching the floor. And let's hinge at the hip. Feel that stretch in the back of the leg here. Good, and we'll do the other side. Again, you can face forwards. I just want you to be able to see my feet. Heel touching the floor, toe to the ceiling. We'll hinge forward. Until you feel a stretch here in the back of this leg, back of your hamstring. Good, sitting up at the front of your chair. I want you to take your right hand, touch your left knee, and then look back over that left shoulder. Good, and the other way. Left hand to right knee, and back over that right shoulder. Great, slowly back to center. Let's stand up, reach those arms right back behind you, stretch your fingers out. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, wrap those arms around yourself. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze, pat on the back. Super way to start the week, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Thanks,
Hannah.
Hannah.
Thank you, Hannah.